I am dedicating this video to a wonderful teen who I've recently connected with. So here's to you. May you never experience the things I'm going to be talking about in this video. Last week, the New York Times published an article about the epidemic about mental health issues in our country. It was a problem before the pandemic and is now even stronger or more concerning. So there's so much information here that I'm just going to be very, very brief, just to give you an idea of some of the things that were talked about, and I hope you will refer to the article. So one, puberty is starting much earlier in our kids. It used to be at the age of 16. It's now 9 or 10. And when kids hit puberty, they not only experience physical changes, but there are other changes in their brain. They start having concerns because of the brain development that this kicks off about where do I fit in, all those other kinds of things that we know about in the adolescent time with kids. However, the problem is that the prefrontal cortex is not as developed, and a 9-year-old does not have the coping skills to deal with some of the things that an older adolescent would. So it is very challenging in that regard that these little ones are not ready to cope with all the changes that adolescent brings on as far as their brain development. Number two, isolation. Kids feel more isolated even though they're more connected than ever through social media, yet they feel very isolated and alone. And again, social media, oh my God, that's a whole topic. Social media can be harmful, can be wonderful. It's just such a mix, and the research isn't clear in the regard here to its contribution to mental illness. But some kids are more susceptible to the harm of social media than others for sure. So there's isolation where kids feel alone, and it's really a shame because what the social media is, although they're connected on social media, they're not getting out and doing all these other things where they are connecting with friends, getting out, playing sports, and doing those kind of things that are so important to our overall mental health. Third, because we've got the brain, we have the isolation, and third is sleep. Kids are not getting enough sleep, and we know when we don't that we're irritable, we're cranky, we don't make good decisions, and sleep is so, so important to the development of our kids, and we know that teens and young people need a lot of sleep and they're not getting it. So this is all very concerning. There is a lot of things going on. I have simplified it greatly. And I just want to encourage you to start the conversation with your teen early. All these things, it's not going to make them think, oh my gosh, I need to self-harm now because they've learned about it. We want open communication with our kids. We must talk to them at an early age. We need to keep those lines of communication open. Look for signs with your teen. This is very scary to deal with, and it's very hard. And even the best of us parents who are very involved in our kids' life sometimes have a child who is really, really struggling with anxiety and depression, self-harm, and suicidal thoughts. So I encourage you to read the article, get informed. Please reach out if you have any questions. I'm here to help as a coach, and we just want what's best for our teens, and it's so hard to see them suffer. So please take care. Reach out if you have questions. I hope to hear from you. It's Monday Morning with Cheryl. Have a good week.